It doesn't usually take this long.
We are
Hopefully
live.
We're live.
We're live. And look, proof.
Yay! You beautiful souls. Hello. So this is a really special moment. This is the one and only Aaron Glassman, who is a dear friend, and he and his wife Anahita June are just light beings on this planet. And we're here at an event together, and I was just talking with Aaron, and he asked me the question, do you know the difference between manifestation and creation? And he's a wizard, by the way, literally. So I said, you know what? Hi, Jessica.
Wizard of Oz.
Yes. So before I don't know the difference between manifestation and creation. So I said, I don't know the answer, but hold that thought. I'm going to turn on YouTube because today is Treasure Tuesday. Hi, Scott. And I'd love for him to share what is the difference between manifestation and creation with you and me.
Yo,
So,
this is in
Hey.
real time.
We're at this amazing event, by the way. Hey, hi.
Hi, everybody.
I'll share more on that soon, but
Yeah.
yay. Okay.
Yeah.
What is the difference between manifestation and creation? Oh, you're amazing. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Do you see this community is incredible? I'll
It
share
is,
more on that
yeah.
in a future video. This goddess just came
Thank you,
to
sweetie.
help with
Yeah.
Thank you.
Concentrate on what you need to share.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, we were
Okay.
talking about abundance. We were talking about energy. We were talking about how everything is really around us if we just open up and receive it, right? And then I asked Veronica if she knew the difference between manifestation and creation, which is what I always love speaking about.
Yeah, I do want to interrupt and say one thing. I will be transparent, and I'll say that I'm having a bit of a financial breakthrough right now. And so last night at this event, I was sleeping in the desert, and I had a dream because Shanda, the woman who's leading this event, Shanda Sumter, she basically says, you know, money is everywhere. It's just about seeing it. It's about opening your perspective to see it. I love my life and I thrive in my life and my business, and now it's time to expand so I can reach more people, but I'm hitting up against my own upper limits. I'm hitting up against my own limitations. So last night I had this dream. So what Aaron's referring to is in the dream I was walking and I realized I saw a coin on the ground, and then I started to see another coin and coins in the trees and coins in everything was made of coins and money, believe it or not. And I realized I wasn't seeing it, and as soon as I shifted perspective I could see that abundance was everywhere. So that's what prompted this conversation.
Wow.
Such a cool dream, and I found a dime in the soil at the campsite. It was so cool. Hi, Anna. Mwah. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Well, and you know, that's why I love this woman, is her willingness to be so vulnerable and honest and open about all of that, because we all hit against a wall. We all hit into what is known as kind of an upper limit,
Yeah.
where our circumference is kind of at its wall, and we're looking to expand that circumference, so we can either kind of shrink back in or contract, or we can go outside of it. And we all deal with it, and I'm dealing with it all the time as well. So it goes back to what I love speaking about, which is the difference between manifestation and creation, and I take it on the principle of science. I believe that I work with a fusion of scientific principles and spiritual laws. And what that does is it really grounds the information in a really, palatable mental construct, but also then we move it into the feeling. So what I mean by that is that everything is light, everything is energy. Everything in the universe, everything, you, me, the grass, everything is energy, atoms, and they all are vibrating at a certain frequency or a certain, energetic, right? So knowing how that light energy behaves or moves from one place to another is what I call either manifestation particle consciousness or creation or wave consciousness, because light energy moves either as a particle or as a wave. And so when we were talking about what is manifestation, manifestation is particle consciousness, where it's mental constructs of what we think we want that will make us happy. It's a idea, a desire, that something that is from the mental way of operating that we want to see in the physical world.
So what I desire is just a thought connected with feeling as well, and that's considered manifestation energy?
Hold on. So the mental construct is what we think will make us happy. So let's just say I want to manifest a relationship with somebody who's blonde and blue eyes and all of that stuff. Those are mental constructs of what we think would make us happy. And that's manifestation. Creation is actually working with the vibrational feeling of that in which we want to feel more of. So what I had wanted to do with you was get you into a feeling, a vibration of what it feels like to really, really be so financially abundant.
That I could hire an entire team that delegates everything so that I can go out there and meet all these lovely people all over the world right now.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
But to focus in on that feeling, to focus in on that vibration, we activate wave consciousness, which is when we are then unified with the force of creation. Okay, does that make sense?
So the difference, if I hear you correctly, is manifestation is a thought.
Yes.
And creation is when we take that thought and we put it into our emotional body and we feel it with gusto. Yeah! When we feel it, then that becomes creation. Tangible,
Yes.
actual creation.
Yes, the feeling, the vibration of the feeling is what is sustainable. It's what will actually bring you real joy, peace, and abundance.
So so what do you suggest if somebody wants to create something? Thank you so much. Thank you. What do you suggest for somebody who wants to create something and take it from an idea into manifestation, into creation?
First work on the feeling. Don't take it from the idea. So when somebody says, I'm really looking for that partner, that soul intimate partner, I take them into what does it feel like to be in relationship with somebody who sees you? What does it feel like to be in a partnership where you are you are so supported? What does it feel like? So we work on the feeling and the vibration of that in which you wish to experience through relationship. And through that feeling, you know what it does? It expands your energetic field where it begins to actually magnetize to you the people, places, and things you want to experience.
Yes.
And that's wave consciousness, because you're literally operating with the flow of creation, or the force of the universe, or the actual force of the universe is love. And it has to be from the heart. So mind is going to put out mental constructs of what we think will make us happy, but it won't sustain us because it will either collapse or we'll always want something else, and we'll be on that treadmill of that. Or we choose creation and we operate from the heart center, which is really the access point to our infinite wisdom, creativity, and abundance.
Wow. Okay. So heart. So what is something? How can someone move on this right now in their life?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's only through.
This is our treasure tool. Let's do it. I'm excited about this.
This is. The only way we can access creation is through stillness and breath. Okay?
Good question. What if you can't feel anything? I feel so light listening to you. I will fly. Oh, that's someone else's
That's
comment.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Thanks.
What
But
if
you
you-
can feel, because the fact that you can feel that you can't feel is absolute proof that you can feel.
Huh.
And it requires stillness. It requires stillness and breath. And there's a quick little energetic that I can do, and I'm going to do it in 5 seconds with
Okay.
you, okay?
Beautiful.
So it's going to be really just taking an inhale and exhale through your nose, straighten your spine. There's the energy center or chakra that's at the base, at the groin, which is red, and you would spin that clockwise, pulse it.
Clockwise.
Yep. And then go to energy center 8, which is 8 inches above the head. It's white. Spin it clockwise. And then go energy center 4 into the heart center, which is green, and breathe. And right there, you're now in wave consciousness. You're in the heart state, and you want to access that feeling of that in which you want to expand more in the feeling vibration of. Trusting that that vibration is creation. It's how all things come into the physical world. So everything
someone
starts as vibration. Everything begins as like the word, right?
Right. So if somebody wants something specific, how do they tap into
You
that?
feel into what? Feel into the feeling of that in which you're desiring. If you're saying, I want a Lamborghini, you don't want a Lamborghini really. What you want is the feeling of the freedom that comes from going fast.
Yeah,
What
the
comes
fun.
the fun, the play, the adventure.
Yeah.
That's the feeling that you want to create
For
more
me, it
of.
would be a Tesla.
Okay, right? So
It is a Tesla.
it is a Tesla, but it's a feeling rather than a thing. Trust the universe will match the vibration perfectly, right? Trust that the universe will match the vibration perfectly of that in which you want to experience more of.
So every single day, whatever you can do to feel that feeling. So for me, if it was visioning the Tesla, how can I have more fun today? How can I have more fun today?
Yeah, sure. How can you make more of a sustainable impact on the planet, right? Driving something like, what does that feel like?
Yeah.
What does that feel like? And for you also, how can I create more abundance, financial abundance? What does it feel like to have that expression of freedom? What does that feel like to be so expanded where your energy isn't going to just paying the bills, right? What does it feel like to be able to then become even more generous than you are? What does it feel like? And then the universe will absolutely match that frequency.
I love it. Thank you so much. So to sum it up in a
To
sentence,
sum it up, it's either creating or manifestation. Manifestation is a tough road to go because it will ultimately lead to a dead end, and it'll ultimately lead you to creation. Dropping in, get still, breathe, and feel that in which you want to experience more of, and watch your whole world open up and change, and the universe will match it.
oh, I love it. And thank you, RK. That is so sweet to read. We love you guys so much. And this is Aaron Glassman. He's amazing. And this is his first live stream
My first
ever.
live stream ever.
So amazing. I'm at this event with 900 other entrepreneurs, and it's really just light workers, incredible souls. How can one effectively raise their vibration when they are dealing with a resource hibernation? What do you mean by resource hibernation? Really good question. When they're I think you're using the word hibernation versus lack. I think possibly. So what would you say to that? How can one effectively raise their vibration when they are dealing with a resource hibernation?
Resource hibernation. Well, that just sounds like to me that
no job. Yes, lacking. Yeah, no
right.
job.
Well, is first and foremost, one of the first pillars of what I speak about is self-responsibility for your life as a creative adventure. So,
awesome.
right?
Great reframe.
So we have to recognize and
honey, I feel
so
you.
understand. I
Yeah.
so understand. You know, it's like, yeah, this path, this journey, this human experience is absolutely essential to feel those feelings. They are going to be the catalyst for you to actually have a high trajectory if you say yes to the feelings. Does that make sense?
My life is a complete testament to that. To
Yeah.
have the courage to go into the dark and to be with oneself deeply, while also having the discernment of when to move into the light, if that makes sense.
I'll tell you my favorite thing is bringing a grounded scientific thing.
Yeah.
I'll say that light actually intensifies, amplifies as it moves out of matter. So the more that light penetrates matter or density, the stronger and more vibrant it actually becomes, right? And this is the woman who wrote the Diamond Process, so she does understand that. But
Oh my God! So basically, in a human being, if you are going through the dark, and you can bring the light, let the presence touch, let the
move through it,
stillness,
yeah.
exactly, let the presence, let the compassion touch the dark inside, and you move through it constructively and patiently, you end up moving forward in life with more light than you can even imagine
You
right
actually
now.
raise your vibrational frequency into a whole other level of being. It's just the courage to move through it and know that that's what's waiting for you at the other end of the spectrum.
So the darkness is a rite of passage into greater light.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's
very
actually
juicy.
the only reason we incarnate is to have this experience
Wow.
of the contrast, to have the experience of the contrast or the illusion of the contrast, so that we can actually increase our vibrational frequency and be more powerful creators than we ever have been. Because that's what we are. We're powerful creators. So let's utilize the power of creation, which is the feeling, move through those feelings, and I promise you, you will start creating something new.
And if you need help with that, truly, this isn't a pitch, but get any book on the shadow, but one of them is The Diamond Process. It can
Yes.
definitely support you. And where can people find you or learn more about what you share?
Scienceoflove528.com. Scienceoflove528.com. There's a free 14-day ebook that I have available that you can download. And it's just a nice introduction to some of these practices that I just kind of touched on really quickly.
I've never heard it held this way, and seriously, he's a wizard, and I'm really impressed that you have an ebook and everything. That's awesome. I didn't know that. That's great. So what is it again? It's
Scienceoflove528.com. And Veronica, I am very grateful to you because she is totally bringing me out of my comfort zone right now. I've never done a live video before. I've never really done live or any videos. I've always written about it or spoken live about it, but this is a whole new format, and I will forever know that Veronica is a big part of it.
And you guys, let this be an inspiration, because a lot of you guys have magic inside of you to share. Voice it, voice it, voice it. I know you've just touched at least one person, and if you come out and make your videos, share yourself, you touch at least one person, we all do it. Woo! We're sending ripples of light out into the world.
Yes.
Amazing to see a divine masculine speaking. Yes.
Thank you.
This is one of
Thank you.
Jason's
So
actually Jason's best friend, and these.
I'm actually Jason's only friend.
The fun that we all have together. Oh, there's a whole thing.
There's a whole thing.
I love you guys.
We'll save that for another
Leon. She likes to bring people out of their comfort zone. It's
totally.
true.
Yeah?
Yes.
She does it with such a smile.
Such a smile. Leon, you're rocking it. And Leon is a coach, a Diamond Process coach now, and she's working with clients, and you're rocking it. So tell me that going out of the comfort zone isn't amazing. I'm doing it myself, you guys, right now. So going out of the comfort zone, it's where all the goodness is. I love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Thanks for listening. Thank you for allowing me to be part.
Great job for the first time. A natural.
Oh,
I love you guys. Mwah.
bye.
Ciao.
Ciao.